Today, I set up the lathe to make hundreds of these in a production run. Delrin buttons, 3/4 inch diameter Delrin, and it has a 15-degree angle on the front end. And I'm going to use these to see how well they work out on the micro switch of our home switch setup. I did some animations, and once the roller hits here, we should have a good solid contact right about up in here, but it's a nice steady run. So we're going to try it out because you can go from both directions, because on the X, some people want to set it north, some people want to set it south. So that's why we're doing this. We're working this all out. All of this is experimental and prototype work, but by mid-June, when we ship something, it's definitely going to be worked out and ready to fly. So let me show you what I did here in the machine. Let's go over the tools. Tool number one is the cutoff tool to cut this thing off. Tool number two is the drill. We're going to drill a hole. It's 125 thousandths for the 440. That's going to keep this to the X. And here is a 3/16. This is for the head of the 440. And here's just a standard cutter. And we're going to cut the angle off on this. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work. 100 thousandths is a pretty good chunk to take off at one time. But we'll see how it works. I'm going to let you see the whole experiment and see how it goes. And down here is the 3/4 inch Delrin. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this tool to set the distance for the Delrin stock. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to drill a hole, then we're going to counterbore, and then we're going to cut it off. So let's see how the whole thing works out. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have tool number 4 come in, and we're going to use that as the stock stop, meaning that we're going to set 0 with tool number 4. Just like so. We push it forward. Push forward on it as we tighten it up. Then it's going to back up out of the way and move the rest of the tools into position and do the job. Let's see how it turns out. There it is. Our first Delrin button with 15 degrees. That turned out pretty nice. Let's make one more. We'll loosen it up. Piece of cake, just like the first one. I'll make about 20 of these and see how they turn out. This angle may be okay, or we may have to go to 20 degrees. But as you can see, this little lathe is just indispensable.